Good morning, everybody. So this is the new creation of the wreath. This is what it looks like, left over from the previous festival, one of the fall festivals. And this, I've basically decided on what I'm going to use for decoration. I'm not too sure about the star, the wings, and the bell. This little bell here. But I do know that I'm going to use these. I'm going to use the cranberries. And I'm almost positive I'm going to use the little owls that I showed in a previous video. Isn't he cute? So I'm going to unwrap this because I never glue anything to these wreath frames so that I can reuse them later. I just secure it by tying the ribbon or the string or whatever to the back of the wreath, and then I let the rest just wrap around like so, and that way I can always take this off and remake the frame, well, remake the wreath using the same frame, and I never have to get another one. It would be nice to, since this is an oval shaped one, and I showed you the pumpkin frame that I have, that wreath is pretty much permanent. Nothing is glued on, but it is pretty securely tied. And I liked the way that that one came out, so I just left it the way that it was. And since it's pumpkin, it's not as easily switched around with the changing seasons because that's more of a fall fruit. So I'm debating about whether or not I'm also going to rewrap this white ribbon. White is nearly always a component in all of the wreath designs that I make for all the seasons, for all the festivals. But I'm wondering what it would look like if I left that out and just let the red, kind of be on its own, kind of pop on its own. We'll see. I'm definitely going to take the orange out. And you see I have different textures here. This is more velvety, whereas this is more patent silk like. So unwrap that, and then the orange. Got some pieces of leaves and stuff coming out on the floor, but that's okay, that always happens. I got these wreath frames, both the pumpkin and the oval, from Hobby Lobby. That's one of my favorite places to go for things like this, crafty stuff like this. So that's what it looks like bare. And then I may have to, let's see what the ends of this look like. I don't think I have to trim it. No. Okay. Little bit of fraying here, but it's not bad. There we go. Okay. So, let me bring some stuff down here and lay it out, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I really like, and this is slightly different from what I've done in previous years, I really like the idea of putting most of the faux foliage at the bottom, and then the owls either on the same side or on opposing sides further up. And then I don't know if I'm going to do the star or if I'm going to do the wings. Something like that. Roughly like that. And as far as the ribbon goes, of course it'll be wrapped. I don't know. It would make it brighter. I don't know. That's the thing with these faux cranberry pieces. They keep parts of the cranberries keep coming off, but that's okay. I can just bend this end and still use it. I don't know. I kind of like, I do think I like still having the white ribbon, especially since we're going to have the owls. But even if we weren't going to have the owls, I would still probably use the white ribbon so that it's not just brown and red with a little bit of green. If I had a completely green frame, I might not use the white ribbon. So let's see, I'm gonna start wrapping this and I'll show it to you when I'm about maybe halfway done. Alright, I'm doing a test to see if I need to secure anything else. It doesn't look like it. I've adjusted a couple of things. This will look a lot more, let's see, yeah, a lot more stable once I get it on the door. Ooh. There we go. Okay. So I decided, just trying to prop it up here, I decided to use just one of these. I don't think I said, or maybe I did. These are actually off of the faux battery-powered fireplace that you've seen in another video, and they are wired on the back. So I just took the wire and twisted it and then hit it with some of the ribbon. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I don't think I'm going to use the wings because I couldn't get them to hang right. I'm going to use a star instead. I took the normal string off and I'm going to use some thread to get it to hang. Let's see, try to give you an idea. Get it to hang just where I want it to. So I will attach that and be right back. Okay, so there it is. It's hanging just where I wanted it. I couldn't do the thread very well. I may try to redo it, but of course it's turning right now because it's not against the door. But once it's against the door, everything will be exactly where I want it to be. And it'll hang just as I want it to hang. Yeah. So, let's see. I'll lay it down, give you an idea, because I'm not going to show you the door. There we go. There. Yeah. This one will sit right where he needs to sit once it's vertical. I may do a couple of very small adjustments once it's on the door, but other than that, I think it turned out just as I wanted it to. I always keep the wreaths looking very natural, simple, nothing fancy. And all of this I can reuse again and again every year. So, I hope you enjoyed this little video. I'm going to see if I can film some more. I got some book talk stuff coming up. I've got the new writing vlog coming up. So, a couple of different things. I think I will put this, I can't decide if I'm going to upload this on, well, make it public, on Wednesday or on Friday. It'll really depend on when I complete the writing vlog. So, we'll see. I'm filming it on Tuesday, so I may just put it up tomorrow. But anyway, thank you for helping me make the wreath. I appreciate it. And I hope that you're having a good winter, that you're staying warm or cool wherever you are. And I will see if I can do some more holiday content for everybody. Let me know if you're making a wreath too. What you're using, what it looks like. You won't be able to send me pictures, but go ahead and comment down below and let me know if you like to reuse a lot of old decorations or repurpose things from around the house to use as decoration. Because I'm very happy with how this turned out. So, I will see you in the next video. Toodaloo. Good morning. You thought I was done, didn't you? Yeah, no. So did I, but no. I decided that it's Friday, by the way, now. I'm going to be putting this video up today, but before I did, I wanted to film this really quick little piece just before I go out. I'm in the process of getting ready to go do some stuff, do some errands, go to the library and pick up stuff, take stuff back. And then I'm going to come back and trim the tree, because I did decide to put up our Christmas tree, Yule tree, and I'm going to film the decorating for that. But I wanted to, before I go out, real quick, I'm still in the process of getting ready, I wanted to show you a little alteration that I made to the wreath, and you'll be able to see it hanging on the back side of the door. So this is what the finished product looks like. That's what it looks like on the door. I ended up removing the star because I started obsessing over it a little bit too much, and I kept fiddling with it, trying to get it to hang a little, hang it up a little higher, and it just didn't work. So finally, I took it off and just left it like this. So this is essentially what it looks like on the door. Oh, and we have these on this side of the door all year round. They're bells in the shape of acorns. I forget where we got these. I don't remember if they were from the thrift shop or if they were from Hobby Lobby. We get so much stuff from the thrift shop, but we just keep them on the door. And every time the door opens or closes, it rings, which is nice. I like having bells on the door. So, I am going to take a picture of this for the thumbnail, and I will see you soon with the trimming of the Yule tree.